Iran sends a warning to the United States, claiming that they're possibly targeting key U.S. cities and are aiming to hit Washington, D.C. The ceasefire between Iran and Israel could be over as a top official announced that they're still at war. Also, the peace talks between Russia and Ukraine took a massive step forward. I've got all the details on that, but real quick, if you want to stay informed on social security, U.S. politics, and world news that affects us, then make sure to subscribe and become part of this growing community. A senior official from the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said recently that another war with Israel or the United States could begin at any time, arguing that no protocol, regulation, or agreement has been written between them, the US or Israel. He also predicted that the next war is coming and that it would probably be the last. This leads to an obvious question: are they preparing for the next world war? That could be a possibility since their own lawmakers are warning that their missiles could be pointed to Europe next, with there being a high chance of US cities being marked as targets. Now you might think that the distance is too great for them to even launch attacks, although they've already said that they have Iranian naval vessels that are prepared to move closer to cities like Washington and New York. The threats are being seen as dangerous, with some calling for more sanctions on Iran, sanctions that would disable any attempt to get their weapons closer to the United States. Moving on, Zelensky's most recent visit to the White House was much friendlier compared to the last, with him somehow wearing something better compared to when he got on Vice President J.D. Vance's nerves.
President Zelensky, you look fabulous in that suit.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, you look good.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, looks good on
I
you.
said the one that attacked you last time. See, now he's in. I remember that.
Yeah, I apologize to you. You look wonderful. No, my first question for you, President Zelensky.
In the same suit. You see, I changed, you are not.
Maybe yours is much better.
The Ukrainian leader also found the time to finally acknowledge President Trump's work behind the scenes, with him personally thanking the president to his face.
If I can, first of all, thank you for invitation and thank you very much for your efforts, personal efforts to stop killings and stop this war. Thank you. And using this opportunity, many thanks to your wife, First Lady of the United States. She sent a letter to Putin about our children, abducted children, and my wife, First Lady of Ukraine, she gave the letter. It's not to you, to your wife.
Oh, I want it.
Yeah. So we are saying this sensitive topic. Yes, please. And thanks to our partners and that you supported this format. That after our meeting we can have leaders who are around us, UK, France, Germany, Italy, Finland, EU, NATO. I mean all partners around Ukraine supporting us. Thanks to them and thank you very much for invitation.
There's some good news as President Trump claims that the talk with Zelensky and other European leaders went well, with the president confirming that he talked to Putin right after to set up another meeting. And after that, it's likely that Putin and Zelensky will finally talk face to face, which could mean that we're at the crossroads and that peace could finally happen. However, we all know how delicate these situations can be, especially with the talk of land ownership.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and other European leaders arriving at the White House for meetings aimed at ending the war in Ukraine, and the stakes couldn't be higher.
The war is going to end. When it ends, I can't tell you, but the war is going to end.
President Trump is trying to get his Ukrainian counterpart to agree to a comprehensive peace plan centered on security guarantees for Ukraine in exchange for the recognition of captured land as Russian territory.
I'm optimistic that collectively we can reach an agreement that would deter any future aggression against Ukraine, and I actually think there won't be.
It's a tough sell. Zelensky points out Ukraine was given similar guarantees when it gave up land in 1994, but Putin attacked anyway.
I think we show that we are strong people, and we supported the idea of the United States, of personally of President Trump, to stop this war, to make diplomatic way of finishing this war.
And then there's the security guarantees, something that Ukraine has been asking for some time now. European leaders are saying that this is the game changer that this war needed.
But some European officials have said they see the U.S. offer to back the security guarantees as a game changer. And if they can convince Zelensky to sign on, the next summit could bring all three leaders together.
If this meeting today formulates a counteroffer and a guaranteed security strategy. We go to the trilateral meeting, Putin, Zelensky, and Trump.
At this point, we're all waiting for this war to end because we know for a fact peace will always be better than conflict. But what are your thoughts on today's video? Let me know in the comments. Now before I go, please be sure to subscribe to the Civic Trigger and become part of this fast growing community. Thank you for your time today. Talk to you in the next one.